Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Power football with the run. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Coleman. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Bring in the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. So Missouri's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Gonna run it. It's Hardy. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
They'll run it. He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a first down.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
Plows through the defense. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
He tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in-route there.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Tigers are rolling down the field. Off-play action on first down. Looking to take a shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
That's caught. It's Hardy.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for a gap. It's Hardy. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The short hands. It's Manning. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, going up top. Under fire. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they'll try the right side. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a huge play. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. They go to the ground. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finding an escape route. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
He breaks a tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. They'll get the first down, it's spotted on the 49. Auburn lines up quickly.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch, it's Alston. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tigers come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Makes it past the marker. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Auburn going to work with another first down. Handoff from the gun. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm.
Oh, he's got some space. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
That had to be a coverage bust because there is no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They're testing the right side here. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some.
It's a seam wide open. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Singleton. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout. And these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Auburn sends out the punting unit.
On to kick it away.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Manning. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack.
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. So here comes the Auburn offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. He's got it on the right. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Tigers want to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Singleton. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. To the air on first down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a second and long. The pull and throw off the RPO. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there...
Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors at our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create... balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Johnson. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way. To the 33.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum. And turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And after giving up the long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete on the right side. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. With the run on first and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The throw with the catch. It's Terry. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Roberts. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Breaks into the open.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now, I tell you, Auburn is known for playmakers on defense, and one guy who could have a massive impact on a turnaround is Keldrick Falk. David, 7 sacks a year ago, could be a top 10 pick next year.
Yeah, it's just so fun. It seems like Auburn finds these guys every single year. They've always got those guys that are fast, that are athletic, that can run, and they build their defense around them, and this is a guy that they'll do it again this year, and that's why Auburn's defense is going to be good.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2, can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical, got to break tackles, got to go through people, whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Coleman. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Manning. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he tacked on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
And that throw was a bullet by the quarterback on that curl route in zone coverage. And how about the anticipation? He gets rid of this pass before his receiver is even turned around. I love it.
Dumps it to the back. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's going for a big play downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Give to the back. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. Auburn lines up quickly.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Firing to the right, complete.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to act.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot. Turning it on! And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. The give on the option. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're punting the football and believing your defense, but analytics all the time now telling you to be aggressive. I'm interested to watch this play. Obviously, if you're aggressive, you might could run this clock out and end the football game and not have to put your defense back on the field.
There to make the stop, and he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that 4th down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by 1 possession.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Gives it on the option. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides the back on the option to give. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 2nd down coming up. And they'll take a knee, get it in the perfect spot for their field goal kicker to try to win the game. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting until the bitter end as they'll take the unvictory formation. And back-to-back kneel downs, and it sets up the kicker with a chance to win it with a field goal. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Auburn.
So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it and practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.